Sorry for the interruption. This is the second part of the previous one, and the reason is by mistake I clicked the video off. Well, okay. And what are the more functions? I mean, let's recall the functions of astrocytes again. First of all, it connects the neurons with the blood vessels, thus help in exchange of the different materials, and they help in development of the neurons. I mean, formation of the synaptic junctions by, I mean, showing the path for the young neurons while synaptic formation by guiding them by a path or migration or whatever. And then and according to recent studies, when this book was made, recent for that time, according to recent studies of that time, these astrocytes also have some role in the memory processing, as they control the functioning of the neuron, have some influence or control or whatever. And and they also control the environment of the neurons, and they have another role, that is they capture the different the whatever, like the leaked ion potassium ions, and they also recapture the neurotransmitters that are released at the synapses. Well, you will get to know later on, or you might actually know it, that at the synapses, the previous neuron, which contains the information that releases certain neurotransmitters or certain chemicals which transmit information from that neuron to the adjacent neuron. Well, that is it. And that was about astrocytes. And next it's microglia. Well, you can see out here that in these two pictures, the difference is obviously the color is the difference, but I don't know what color is microglia of. But another difference is there, that these branches are much more thinner than it. So that is the case, that each branches are much more thinner, and it connects. I mean, this microglia get connected or remains connected with numerous neurons, and it actually checks the health of the neurons. And if it finds certain neuron undergoing certain problem or something, then the cell body, or this part, actually goes closer to it. Well, remember one thing, the cell process according to this book actually mentions of the extensions of the cell. These parts, like these things from the extensions of the cell, means the process out here, and in this book particularly. And I was saying that when they find certain, like when these microglia find that the neurons it is connected to are unhealthy or has certain problem, then these cells move towards them and act as macrophages to digest certain, if it has certain infection, like due to bacteria and all that. So it actually acts like it actually how to say, it's actually an immune cell for these, because the other regular immune cells cannot enter the nervous system, the central nervous system. And out here, this is the ependymal cells. Well, these cells line the what to say, like the cavity that is present inside the fluid filled cavity inside the CNS, in central nervous system. And this contains, I mean, these actually help in the transfer of the fluid, the cerebrospinal fluid. And thus these actually the cerebrospinal fluid, I mean, actually this allows the, I mean, what to say, like the exchange of fluid between the cerebrospinal fluid and the tissue fluid of the CNS. And it's it is sometimes have what is called, like, some of them have cilia, and it helps in the movement of the the cilia, I mean, the movement of the cilia causes the movement of the cerebrospinal fluid. And that was it. And then there are oligodendrocytes. Well, these are inside the cerebrospinal, all these four are inside the central nervous system, but this particularly has the role of creating myelin sheath inside the CNS, on the nerves of the CNS. Inside the CNS, it creates the myelin sheath. And secondly, there are two, and in case of peripheral nervous system, the two types of cells which are present, the glial cells which are present are the Schwann cells, S1, I don't know the pronunciation, SCHWANN cells. These forms this swan or swan or whatever cell, this forms the myelin sheath in the peripheral nervous system. So it has quite similar role as the oligodendrocyte, but the oligodendrocyte works inside the cerebral nervous central nervous system, and this one works outside in the peripheral nervous system. And there's a second type of cells, this is called the satellite cells, and according to this book, the role or the functioning of this satellite cell is unknown. Yeah, that's it. And next, in the next video, what are we going to learn? Well, we are going to learn about the the most famous cell of the central of the nervous system, that's the neuron. Well, bye for now, and see you in the next video. That is will be on neurons. Okay, that's it.